Botswana, home to some of the most incredible wildlife encounters and where my group and I will be doing several safaris. But first, we're staying at the Elephant Sands Resort. We just got to Elephant Sands here in Botswana. Oh my God, there's another one. And this trip keeps going from high to high. We have 2 elephants here at the watering hole right in front of our tents. And they're not like tents, they're like glamping tents. Let's look. These tents were huge and spacious, and far too much for one person. But hey, I wasn't going to complain. They even had a full bathroom with a shower. We're making our way to the lodge. We're trying to make it without getting hit by elephants.
This is a tad more challenging than expected.
Elephants can come out at any time from any direction. We have 5 of them right there. Will we make it? Stay tuned. The tents are arranged around the watering hole where elephants can show up at any time. These are wild elephants with no fence keeping them in or out. Our guide Sean let us know that this was actually less elephants than normal. They often have dozens around the watering hole all day. But we were still excited about the ones that we got to hang out with. We stayed at the restaurant viewing area late into the night watching these gentle giants. They didn't seem to pay attention to us as they were too busy arguing with each other. But that doesn't mean they're not dangerous. This big guy was spreading his ears out, which is often a sign of intimidation or even as a warning before a charge. Elephant punch. In fact, you're not even allowed to walk to your tent at night because an elephant can come out of nowhere at any time. So the hotel staff will drive you to your tent. That night, I heard a bunch of noises, but I was half asleep and honestly thought it was just a dream. Turns out we had elephants all around our tents, and some were even digging for water right under my tent. I was literally asleep 5 feet away. I thought I heard some elephants last night. I'm pretty sure they were digging here. And this proves it's pretty fresh. Then it was time for us to drive to Chobe. We've been pulled over by the cops. But we had our seatbelts on the whole time, right? This is the proof that we had our seatbelts on.
A few moments later.
Turns out Brian didn't stop at a stop sign. But it's all good. He was forgiven and we didn't get arrested. Without any further incident, we made it to our hotel. We're sitting down to lunch, and then somebody came and told us there was a warthog outside. So we had to run out here and see him real quick before eating his cousins. Then it was time for our safari cruise on the Chobe River.
And here I am at the helm of our Chobe cruiser. We going along nicely, and then our captain left us. So what could I do except take over? This is just magnificent, isn't it, follower? Aye, aye, mate. Aye, aye. Thank you very much. We're going to go and see a few hippos, etc., etc. now.
This cruise may have been when we saw the most animals on the trip up to this point. We saw lizards, giant hippos, and then some elephants that got really close to another cruise boat. These elephants decided they wanted to cross the river, so they waded in and started using their trunks as a snorkel. Honestly, I had no idea elephants could swim. But they made it across no problem. We spotted the African fish eagle and a snake bird drying out after a swim, another lizard, and then something really cool. This huge troop of baboons that was running from a nearby tree to the river for an evening drink. There were tons of little babies running around. For being a part of the Ugly Five, the baby baboons were pretty cute. we spotted another of the ugly five, the marabou stork, a big old crocodile, and some more Cape buffalo chomping away on some grass. And then even more lizards getting a little frisky. And finally, we found some more big hippos rolling around in the mud just before sunset. And we ended the cruise with some more elephants, backlit by another beautiful African sunset. We woke up early the next morning and caught the sunrise, along with this giraffe and these impala. Before we found some lions. We found a pride of lions, and a young male was carrying his breakfast around like a trophy. I'm taking over vlog duties for Siobhan, but I'm not going to be quite as good. We just saw a male lion carrying a Cape buffalo leg, whoa, pounds. And now we're looking for another big one. And we found him. This guy walked within 10 feet of our vehicle and didn't even seem to care that we were there. Then we came across some male giraffes fighting. This is called necking, and they use their long necks to whip their heads at each other, determining dominance within a group. We have no idea who won this match.
Oh my goodness me. It is 7:45. We've been here for an hour and 45 minutes. And we stopped. We've seen lions, a pride of lions, giraffes, all kinds of dangerous animals. Our driver has just abandoned us. Here we are in the middle of Chobe National Park. It is exciting, exhilarating, wonderful. You must come and join us. That's if we get back.
Now we're gonna go find some lions and some cubs. We found them. This lioness and her 3 cubs were wandering down the road when we found them. It almost seemed like she didn't care about the vehicles all around her. But quickly it seemed like all of the other vehicles in the park were there with us. Look at all these cars behind us. The lioness stared down this truck as the cubs continued down the road. She was scouting a clear path to get away from all of us and keep the cubs safe. The cubs seemed kind of oblivious. But that's okay because they were cute and stuck together. Then they wandered off into the brush, and us humans were left to go search for more wildlife. That was incredible. The mom was just like totally chilled out while we were riding right up on the whole pack of them. Amazing. As we were departing Chobe, we found a group of mongoose, or is it mongoose? And headed towards our final country of the trip, Zimbabwe. And now we wait for 4 hours. All of our documents, all of our money. Yeah. But we'll get into Zimbabwe eventually, right? Yeah? It feels like just yesterday that we were getting on this bus, and now it's time for us to depart. Gotta say, I'm not gonna miss the bus all that much. I will miss the people that I met along the way. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Sean, for making this an unforgettable adventure. Now that we made it to our final country of the trip, it was time to celebrate. And what better way than with another sunset cruise? This time on the Zambezi River, just upstream from Victoria Falls. Everyone grabbed a drink to cheers to the end of our journey, and I had a giant gin and tonic. You guys, country number 5 on this trip, Zambia. Oh wow, that was bleak, you guys. Country number 5, you guys. You guys, we're technically in Zambia. There was plenty of wildlife all around us, but we were more focused on spending the last few hours of the trip with our friends.
Hello guys. we have Spencer here.
Sean, what is it about the African sunset that makes it so unforgettable?
There's one thing about South African sunsets. As the sun goes down, the light changes, golden hour, and being on the Zambezi River makes it more special than any other sunsets that you'll find.
We disembarked our cruise with music playing and had ourselves an impromptu dance party. Then everyone from the other boats joined our party. Because we had a great group of people on this adventure. Sure, we all got along, but more importantly, we genuinely liked each other, and everyone was there for the experience of a lifetime. We made sure to squeeze every last drop out of this trip. So to my fellow travelers, thank you for being so much fun. And if you're thinking of joining a G Adventures trip through Africa, I highly recommend it. Just go for it. Thanks for watching.